I believe we're live.
I need to get on this one too.
Okay. Oh, this is not what we need to do. We need to go get the right link. How do we stop this? I need to get in the email and open it.
Recording in progress.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna set that down for just a second.
Hello, hello, hello. We're here. How are you all doing? Yes, we're cooking today. We are cooking the whole enchilada. That's what we're doing. We've got Robo Mom. You guys are in the chat room. I don't know if you can see it very well. Robo Mom has sent us her enchilada recipes. We're going to do cheese enchiladas and we're going to do chicken enchiladas. And unfortunately, I had trouble finding ingredients. So we're going to do quick and easy enchiladas, which in a way that's okay because those of you that are working and working moms, sometimes you need quick and easy recipes. So we're going to do the quick and easy version of the enchiladas today. So we're going to do cheat recipes, the easy cheat recipes. I know when I had the boys, all three of the boys, and I had to make like 3 dinners every night to feed 3 hungry teenagers. My goodness, that's all I ever wanted to do was find easy recipes. The light came on, I don't know why. Is it supposed to be on?
My mom would always make me grate the cheese and the lettuce.
She'd make you grate the cheese and cut the lettuce up.
Yeah, to make it easier on her.
Mm-hmm. There was 2 reasons behind that. It makes it easier on her, but it keeps you busy and out of trouble.
Oh, yeah.
And she's got her eyes on you. And she knows what you're up to. So there was a reason behind that. There was a reason to all of that. Yeah. So right now I'm trying to help Kristen here. You guys can say hello to Kristen. This is Israel's wife.
I'll say good morning. It's not morning anymore.
You do a great job, Sister Kristen.
Thank you. Look if I can grab right here. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This contraption of Israel's that he sent with me is kind of difficult sometimes. There we go.
All right.
We got it.
Yay. All right. We're past the Kristen technology. I guess. We're past the Paul Begley technology. Now we're into Kristen technology.
We try.
But it's also cool. So, Alan, open us up in prayer, please.
Definitely, Sister Heidi. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, I thank you for our daily bread that you give us every day. Lord, you said that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God, Lord. I thank you, Lord, that you were the living bread that came down for us, the manna from heaven, Lord, the Bethlehem, the bread, Lord. And I just pray you would bless tonight's meal, Lord. Help Sister Heidi prepare the meal with Sister Kristen helping, Lord. Bless everyone listening on YouTube. And shalom in Yeshua's name. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Alan. All right, who all's in Zoom with us? Can you see? I heard Debbie. Who all is there?
Yes, I'm here.
Who else is in Zoom? Say hello, so I know who you are.
I'm here, Sue Woods.
Hi, Sue.
Kathy, you're now.
Who?
Kathy?
Kathy? Oh, Kathy, how are you? Up in Michigan.
Oh, we're hanging in there, Sister Heidi, trying to stay warm.
Yes.
Debbie Bartolo?
Bartolo, yes.
And Jeannie Pittner.
Hi, Jeannie.
They're muted.
Sister.
There we go.
All right, it's good to have you all. You know, I thought we were having trouble finding halibut. We can't find these certain chilies, the frozen pureed chilies that RoboMom needed for this recipe. So finally, when I was talking to Kristen about it, we should have went to an actual Mexican grocery store, and then we probably could have found it. But RoboMom lives in Southern California, so she can find all of those things. So it's interesting how we're not being able to find these things in our area. So that's what you find. So by the way, the aprons came in. I did order just 5 aprons, and I was able to get them get them cheaper than what I thought I could. So they're 25 instead of 35. So Debbie, I can get yours sent to you because I know Debbie already ordered one. So they did come in, and I was able to get them less than I thought I was going to have to pay for them. So if anybody else wants them, I only have 4 more left. So just let us know. All right, well, let's get into the enchiladas. We have one set of chicken enchiladas and one set, the chicken enchiladas I just sent you because RoboMom had sent that to me. And the cheese enchiladas we've been trying to do for 2 weeks, and I apologize. I ended up at the doctor's last week. And that's in Orlando, which is a little over an hour away, and then it was at the wrong timing, so I never did make it back. So I apologize. I never got back to you guys in time to make it for the cooking class. But regardless, we're here now, right? And so we have a cheese enchilada if somebody doesn't want to eat meat, and then we have a chicken enchilada if somebody wants with meat. So we're going to do both of them tonight. And at the bottom of the cheese enchiladas is the artichoke. Are you serious? Artichoke dip. And that is really, really good too, but I don't have the ingredients for that. But that is a really good dip and a really simple dip as well. And RoboMom named it Are You Serious Artichoke Dip. So that's really good. It is in the original Paul Begley Prophecy recipe book, which is on the website. So if anybody wants that, you can go find it. But you got it right here. So let's get started, huh? Which way we want to get started with? I did heat the oven this time. So the oven's at 350, so it's heating up. It may already be preheated. So, like I said, I couldn't find the chili puree. So, and believe me, I had RoboMom on Messenger. What can we do nowadays with technology, right? So I get RoboMom on FaceTime in the grocery store, and I'm like, what is this puree? And we're in the grocery store for 45 minutes looking for this puree, and they did not have it. She said it's in the frozen section. So I end up getting this red sauce. So it is the enchilada sauce already made up. So the recipe is if you would make that from the puree, the whole roux sauce, but this is the roux sauce already made up. So we're cutting corners here. So the sauce is already made, and she says she does do this, but the recipe is if you make it from scratch. So we've got it already made up here for you. So the sauce is already made up. And then she says that she takes the corn tortillas. I'm used to flour tortillas. Pastor does like corn tortillas better though. So she says she takes the corn tortillas and she flash fries them in oil to make them softer. So I'm gonna do that.
Yes, my mom also cooked the corn tortillas with the...
With the what? With the oil?
Yes, she would put them in the oil and fry them. And I loved always like the more crusty part. I don't know how to say that, but I liked it when it was a little bit burnt. But my mom would always save me the corn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so, and again, we've got these burners, so we'll deal with the heat on them. So we'll let that get heated up a minute. So so we got that. And then I don't have Mexican cheese. I just have triple cheddar cheese, but that's okay. So we'll just add the cheese, roll it up, push it to the end of the pan, and keep doing it, right? Did you get to roll up the enchiladas, Alan?
My mom would actually make it like a casserole flat, and she would actually put the chicken and she would cut it up like in squares, but she also would roll up like the flour ones for my dad so that he had them that way. And like she would make the ones without chicken rolled up in the flour ones for my sister because she liked it like that.
So she just made it like a casserole flat instead of rolling.
That was my favorite one. I don't know why I liked it more, but my dad and my sister liked the rolled ones and the flour too.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I like flour too.
My daughter, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
My daughter makes it like you would make lasagna.
Mm.
She does the sauce and then the tortillas and then the cheese and the chicken and whatever else you put in it.
Mm-hmm.
And she just makes layers and then with the sauce on top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That sounds good too. So there's all kinds of ways you can go about it, sounds like. Anybody else do it differently? There are variations? It looks like that started to warm up. Let's see here. I'm probably gonna end up burning myself. These tortillas. Oh, I have to get a fork, sorry.
Here. That's what that's for.
Yeah. You can never tell the heat with these electric stoves, that's the problem with them. But that is a good idea, is to put a little red sauce down at the bottom. Get started with it. And this red sauce looks so good. It's so nice and dark. And I don't know if y'all can smell it. It smells good though. And it's not a bad idea to get a layer at the bottom. It really smells good, doesn't it? You smell it, Kristen?
Oh, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say that's the next step in technology, to be able to smell what we're seeing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I could smell it by memory because my mom would make it like every month or two. So like I could smell it even though, because she would buy like a similar jar like that. It was called Guerrero, I think. So she would buy that one.
Oh, yeah. I know Goya, they are a very good Mexican company. They are always doing really good works for all kinds of things. And getting food to people, they're real beneficiaries for a lot of things, especially disasters and that. So your mom fried it up to where it was actually crispy, huh?
Yeah, I would tell her to make mine extra crispy. Everyone else was normal, but I would say, Mom, can you burn a couple for me?
Burn a couple for you, huh? I would always tell my kids they're caramelized. They're not burnt, they're caramelized.
I'm with you, Alan. I like them burnt.
Then I would go into
like
the
my-
whole carbons there.
I like my toast burnt too.
Your toast burnt too. Then I would take the opportunity to give them a chemistry lesson on carbon. So is anybody's families coming down for spring break?
Can't hear you.
Spring break?
Is anyone having family come over for spring break?
I'm gonna visit with my sister because it's me and my sister are born a day apart, but I was born a month premature, so I was born only a day less than a year apart. So me and my sister celebrate our birthdays together. So me and my sister are gonna be celebrating our birthdays.
Oh, cool. I don't know how I'm gonna roll this up since it's hot. It's nice and crispy there, Alan. You hear that?
Yeah, it looks beautiful. It looks really good.
I don't know if it'll stay rolled up though. Oh yeah, now the oil's getting hot. Now we're gonna be in business. This one's full.
I guess I could tell a story since someone's talking. In California, we had a lot more options at the restaurants to get enchiladas or tostadas and things like that. But since we moved here, there's not as much out here, so my mom has to cook more often. So we have to rely on my mom to cook us these type of things because all there is Popeyes out here.
Popeyes. Oh my goodness. Popeyes.
Alan, we don't even have that up here.
And you're in Wisconsin, right, Sue?
Northern Wisconsin.
Northern.
About 60 miles north of Green Bay.
I was exaggerating a little. There's Cane's, there's Popeyes, there's Chick-fil-A, but to get good Mexican food, like my mom learned from one of her aunts, so like she does really good. So we don't have to go very far.
We don't even have a Taco Bell here by me. I have to go 40 miles away even to a Taco Bell.
Yeah. We didn't in North Jets until I was, I don't know, half grown. Because the town was just too small.
I used to like to drive to San Diego and get like good food out there because it was right by this place called Old Town, and my parents had their anniversary there, so we were really spoiled and we didn't realize what we had in Southern California.
Yeah, we love Old Town. That's where I'd love to go when we're in San Diego.
So, Ellen, does your mom make her own tortilla shells from scratch?
Yes. She also makes tostadas, like the ones, like the same method with frying them. So she makes them from scratch. Because a couple times we've had them like pre-made, and those ones aren't as good. So she makes them from scratch.
Oh, wow. She makes them from what? What did he say?
What does she make them from, you said?
I think it's called masa or something, right?
Sounds familiar.
It's like this stuff that's like composed of the tortilla, and she knows how to make them like that. And then it's really authentic because we had like Miguel's out there, these places, a lot of good Alberto's, I think was one of their restaurants. So I mean, she just learned, yeah, I guess I'm really spoiled to have my mom.
Yes, you're blessed to still have your mother, that's for sure. And that's the other thing, they said they can't hear me because we never got that mic.
Oh, yeah. I'll bring it next week. So one of Israel's aunts knows how to make everything from scratch because she lived down in Texas along the border for a while and learned everything. And oh my gosh, in the middle of Montana, that's really nice.
So,
We always say that like her food is better than restaurant food, so we rather go, like Sister Sue was saying, we don't want to go to Taco Bell. We'd rather have my mom cook.
yeah, why not, you know?
I guess I should feel lucky we even have and I don't go there, but our town is lucky to even have a McDonald's in it.
I don't want to put too much on it and drench it.
Of course, I don't know if that's really lucky.
All right, so that's looking pretty good. So that's the cheese ones with the red sauce. So we could put those in the oven. I'll wash my hands and we'll start in on the chicken ones. Which the chicken ones are just gonna be chicken with cheese and the green sauce instead of the red. So not too much different. And I took the rotisserie chicken and I chopped it up to make that a little easier too. But of course you can make it all from scratch if you really want to. And you know, there's all kinds of recipes you can go with if you make a chicken from scratch. But if you're in a hurry and you have 3 teenage boys to feed, rotisserie chicken works great, you know. You can do that for all kinds of things. So, and they're not that expensive. The rotisserie chickens aren't really in the scheme of things. So that's nice. And then also, you know my story, my journey about the weight loss. So rotisserie chickens too are a good thing to eat when you're trying to lose weight. So it's kind of fast, easy, and you know, chicken is always a good thing when it's not that many calories. Blah blah blah, all of that, right? So,
You know, I have had good luck with rotisserie chicken taking the bones after I take the meat off, and I put it in my pressure pot, and I throw in a celery and a carrot and an onion, and I make bone broth.
yeah.
It makes really good bone broth. So just a tip, you know, to the gals that do that. So it makes awesome bone broth.
Yeah, I heard somebody else saying that they didn't throw their bones away too. I was like, well, I didn't even think about all that, you know. But yeah, so just use the use every bit of that rotisserie chicken. It's amazing, really, because
It
it's.
makes great bone broth. I get the Costco ones,
Mm-hmm.
and they make really great bone broth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's, that makes it economical, really, because they're not as expensive, by the time you have the whole chicken there and it's already cooked, and, it's really
It's a
helpful.
real time saver.
Yeah, it really is a time saver. Okay, so here's the green chilies. Let's see if you can smell it. It smells good, but not quite as good as the reds. What do you think? The verde.
Not quite as
agree.
good.
Yeah.
I like the green myself for some reason.
You like the green? Yeah. Yeah. It does smell good though. All right. So should we switch it up with flour?
Yes.
My mom's tried both. She's tried the green and the red, and I don't know why, I just seem to like the red more, but I didn't mind the green either. I guess it's kind of like red grapes and green grapes. Some people like red, or some people like green.
Yes, and I was like that forever, Alan, until I married Paul.
What brand is the green stuff? Because I buy this stuff here called guacamole salsa by Herdez, Herdez, and it's really good.
This is Hatch. I don't know, Hatch.
Here's a different anyway. It's mine is. I don't know. Mine's probably not as hot as yours.
This one says mild. A mild sauce.
I just figured it out. That's what it is. I don't like spicy things, so I like the red because the green is more spicy.
Well, Pastor doesn't like spicy either, so I can handle more heat than he can. But with the red and the green grapes, I never would eat a green grape ever until I married Pastor. Then he would not eat red grapes. So as you see, or you don't see because I have them in the fridge, we have green grapes now. So
Don't the red ones have big seeds in them?
They can.
Yeah, they can, but I usually buy the seedless grapes. But we were raised. My grandfather had grapes. We had Concord grapes, so I didn't know what you did with green grapes. So here we go again, and this one will be the green sauce. I can use the same spoon. The red and the green can cross. And this actually has little pieces of the chili in it. The other one didn't. But this one will have cheese and chicken. What is it, Sue?
I was going to say that I like my guacamole salsa because it's not so hot.
Mm-hmm.
I can just eat that on a sandwich like mayonnaise. I like it.
There's a restaurant here. It's called Rocco's Tacos, and they make homemade guacamole at your table, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, this is not actually like guacamole, like you would make guacamole and then use that. This is a salsa.
A salsa, huh?
It's a salsa. It's just like you buy a jar of salsa, but it's green,
Mm-hmm.
and they must have guacamole in it because that's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Really good though.
And like I
Sister
said,
Heidi?
I got the chicken. Yes, Alan?
I was going to tell you, I don't know if you've heard of a gentleman named Hugh Hauser. He did a show in California called California's Gold. Well, the number one place in the world for avocados is Israel, but San Diego is the second place for avocados because of the Mediterranean atmosphere and the weather there. They're good, conducive to growing avocados. So I watched a Hugh Hauser when I was a kid, and he was always telling, it was like on PBS, and he was telling about that story that avocados are growing a lot in San Diego because of the climate.
Oh, uh-huh. Yeah, avocados are wonderful. They're good for you, all the omega fatty acids are in there. They're good for your brain. They're good for everything. They're good fats. You know, it's hard to find things with good fats. But avocados are. Salmon is.
The only thing I ever cook with is coconut oil or olive oil. I won't touch that other stuff because your body don't know what to do with it. And it just turns it to fat. Stores it up because it don't know what to do with it.
Right. When it doesn't know what to do with it, it puts it in the fat pockets because it thinks it's toxic.
Yep.
Trying to make this look more like an enchilada. We'll see how far we get.
So my question is, do you guys like a lot of sauce on your enchiladas or just a little bit? Israel likes a lot of sauce, and I don't like quite as much.
I like a lot of cheese.
I was going to say I like a lot of cheese and a little bit of sauce. But then I'm up here in cheese country.
This is true.
I just like a little sauce with every bite, so I don't know if that's a lot or a little.
Our neighbor next door, Natalie, I was thinking about her. She makes an amazing brie. I don't know what you would call it. Dessert, I guess you would call it. She had brie and pears, and it was just unbelievable. I was thinking I need to get her recipe and try it for y'all.
Yeah, and it's warmed up and nice and gooey.
It was so good.
Oh, that sounds really good. I also have a brie appetizer that is in a pastry with some fruit and pecans in it, and you just warm it in the oven.
Oh, that sounds amazing
That sounds
too.
good.
Yeah, with pecans, yeah. I love pecans.
We should do a dessert show.
I watch this YouTube channel called Arms Family Homestead. They're down in Oklahoma. And they have a friend that grows pecans, I don't know how you spell it, you say it. But anyway, they made a deal with him, and they're on their homesteading channel, they're helping him sell fresh pecans.
Oh, wow. That's
So
nice.
they've got to be really good, because I know when I buy pecans in the grocery store, they're on the verge of being rancid already.
That's nice that people have all these homesteading channels.
Yeah.
As long as somebody doesn't come in and try to shut them down.
Oh, they do. There's a lot of them that get shut down. And I expect there will be more, because soon they won't want anybody to know how to farm or take care of themselves or garden or anything else.
Yeah.
And the one with the homesteading channel, the Arms Family Homestead, he's got a brother who raises buffalo.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
So on his channel, I'm pretty sure they sell buffalo meat.
Yeah, that's nice. It's illegal to get raw milk or anything like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, did you see that Amish family that they came in and they shut him down again, and I think they might have put him in jail They took his farm away from him.
Yeah. In Indiana, we have, they're not Amish, they're German Baptists, but they're on the lines of Amish. And they come to the farmer's market and they label all their milk products as not for human consumption.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Alan just said he had to go, but he'll catch you later.
See ya, Alan.
Bye, Alan. They seem to have a license and a tax for everything.
Oh, of course, yes.
Everything. I mean, everything. It's getting so bad. It's everything. Pretty soon you won't be able to cut your fingernails without being taxed.
All right, this will be the last one here.
That's looking pretty good.
Better not forget about these. They're doing okay.
I don't have a stove with an oven that works anymore or anything, so, and it's a gas stove, so I just turned the whole thing off. It's got three pilot lights on it, and in the summertime, I'm in a mobile home and I don't have air conditioning, so with 3 pilot lights on all the time, it just makes it 120 degrees in here. And then over the summer, about 3 years ago, the mice decided to nest in between the wall and the oven, so I can't use my stove anymore.
Yeah, that's not good.
Sister Heidi, this is Kathy Yarnell. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Sure. Do you think this recipe would freeze well?
I think you could answer that better than me. You're better at that than I am.
I'm just an old pantry cook, and there's just Dad and I now, and when I make things lots of times, if I make a full recipe, I like to freeze it.
They freeze those burritos all the time in the grocery stores.
Yeah.
That's what
I don't know why this wouldn't freeze well.
It looks like it's a good recipe, like it would freeze, I just wondered if anybody else had any input on that.
Well, if anyone tries it, let us know.
Well, I'll make it and I'll freeze it and I'll let you guys know.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay. That has just a little bit of sauce. So we're going to go light on the sauce is what you guys are telling me? Yes.
Well, we're not eating it. You guys are. Sure looks good.
That look good? Kristen is shaking her head. You can't hear it, but can't hear it rattling, but but she is shaking her head.
I made corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, good.
So I'm still eating that.
I love corned beef and cabbage.
So do I.
I know that. The top is just starting to bubble, so we'll just give it a few more minutes up there at the top. It's hot. So. All right.
Do you ever cook in an Instapot?
I do, but I just don't have a good handle on the Instapot.
Do you have one?
Yep, I have one. And I think it's me. I think I don't trust it, so I keep messing with it. I don't trust the numbers on it. Yeah, I'm just not good with the Instapot.
I even make hard-boiled eggs in the Instapot.
Really?
Yeah, they're really good. And then when the timer is off, then you just it only takes 4 minutes. You know, you put it on 4 minutes, or you could do it for 5, but I do it for 4. And then when the thing goes off, I don't wait for it to cool down on its own. I tilt that up and let the steam come out, and then I take them out and put them in ice water right away. So.
Yeah. My daughter-in-law, Drew's wife, Paul Andrew's wife, Sarah, she makes, what's the name of that pork that they make in Hawaii? It's like Kalua pork, something like that. It's a pork that they make in Hawaii all the time. And she usually makes it when we come over. It's really, really good. And she makes it in the Instapot all the time. But, yeah. But me, I'm not so good with the Instapot.
I use mine all the time. That's basically how I cook anything.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're really good, like you say, if you're having trouble with your oven. That's a really good way to cook.
And then I have an air fryer. I don't use that very much, though, because when I use it for very long, the cord gets hot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is anybody going to be at the webinar? You guys coming to the webinar? Yeah. We're gonna have.
I'm going to. You know what? I've waited to the last minute, so I need to book it tonight.
Yeah. And then.
But I'm excited with Doug Hagman and just all the speakers, especially Mark Biltz. I had gone to a Perry Stone conference one time that Mark Biltz was there, and he just always comes through with the facts and the information on the Jewish calendar, and it's just. It just blows your mind away.
Yeah, yeah. He's talking about the Texas Tov and about it being a portal there in Texas. So it's really, really interesting the way he brings it out. So definitely. And of course, Doug Hagman's talking about the border and about the Chinese and the information he has about them, what do you call it? They're staging in Panama, actually, before they ever get here. So that's pretty interesting.
Did you know that between April 8th, when the last part of the last leg of the eclipse is, and Pentecost is 40 days?
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Yeah. There's just way too many coincidences, isn't there?
No, there's no coinky ding. None.
I think our Father is definitely getting our attention and making an appointment with us.
There are so many things going on. It's ridiculous. And then when I saw that video that Rosser sent out, I don't know if you got that one, but in that one, it shows so many historical things that have happened. And I did not know that Turkey had the same X across them with solar eclipses way back when they got the Ottoman Empire got done away with.
Oh, no, I didn't see that. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah.
There's so many things historically and going on right now. It's just, and then the 24/22 that I told you guys about.
Right.
God's doing something. This is not just something that's happening up in the sky. This is something that God is doing.
Right. It's all coming together. It's definitely all coming together. So it's a pay attention moment for sure.
Yeah, I think everybody better put their seatbelts on.
Yeah, and like Troy, pastor's co-author Troy Anderson had interviewed Billy Graham in 2013 And he had cautioned then that America would have a Nineveh moment. And this appears to be perhaps that Nineveh moment with all the Ninevehs it's going through. So,
Yeah, I don't think it's a perhaps. I think it definitely is.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, you gotta hold on, like you say, hold on tight.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna check this cheese enchiladas. It should be done by now, I would say. Try not to get tangled up here in my own kitchen. Yeah, it's a bubbling good now. It looks really nice.
How long is that supposed to be in the oven?
I think it said 25 minutes. Let's see.
How many?
25.
25 minutes.
20 to 30 minutes for the
Okay.
cheese. And the chicken was 25 minutes. So yeah. Yeah, looks pretty good. So, all right. You guys have any more questions for me?
Nope.
No. If you guys
Looks
weren't with me earlier, I did a Rachel's Heart, so that is available on YouTube, my YouTube channel, as well as Pastor Paul's YouTube channel. So if you're interested, you can go and check on that. But thank you for being with us. We will have one more cooking show, class, whatever, next week. So we will have it next week, and I'm thinking about doing something from the Polish side. So if you guys have anything, feel free to send it in. So love
From
you
the
guys. From my background, the Polish side.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, those desserts, what are they called? They're like round and they have stuff in the middle of them.
Punchkis.
Yeah, what are they called?
Well, if you have the donut ones, they're punchkis. Your cookie ones, kalachkis.
They're like a filled donut, like not a donut with a hole.
Punchkis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they usually
I
have
love
those
them.
at Easter, yeah. Those are punchkis. The cookies are kalachkis.
So what are you going to cook next week?
Well, I think pierogies would be biting off a whole lot more than I could chew because they really take all day. So I think I'm just going to make a Polish dumpling for y'all.
There you go.
Yeah. My brother actually was talking to me today. He was talking about galumkis. Do you know what those are? The cabbage rolls.
No, but my mom used to make cabbage rolls. They were good.
Yeah. So, but I don't think we're gonna make.
So you can make a Polish sausage with your dumplings.
Polish sausage. Yeah, we used to make Polish sausage from scratch. We down to cutting up the meat and everything, putting in the casings and everything. Yeah.
Well, what I was thinking was make Polish sausage with whatever dumplings you're making and make a dish out of that. That would be good.
Yeah, we could do that. All right. We will see you guys next week.
Thank you very much.
God bless.
God bless.
you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Give me just a second here.